What is up, you guys? So today I want to go over just something that I feel like a lot of content creators go through, musicians, whatever you do for a living, even out in the work field. So it's creating whenever you don't feel like it. And it's something that we all face. The days you basically don't want to get up and go to work. Number one on that is, for me, and this is advice to myself as well, because I definitely go through creative blocks where it's like, there's stuff you just don't want to do. Just being dead honest, you wake up some days and you're just like, I don't really want to do anything. And that's a total normal feeling to have. And I face it from time to time. I go through it as well. But it doesn't mean you just stop doing what you're doing. So number one is discipline for me. Being pattern-based, for me, it's waking up, being up at 6 a.m. And I've actually found out that there's some people that don't function well early. That doesn't mean that you're a loser. It doesn't mean whatever your grandparents have told you or whatever it is. It's not true. I've got a buddy of mine who's a DJ and does really well for himself, but he does not function pretty much until 2 in the afternoon. It works for him. We're all built different. We all have our own characteristics about us, and there's not one that's right or wrong, especially if it's working for you. So for me, my discipline is waking up early, staying in the gym. If I remove fitness from my life, it completely wrecks me. And it's more, physical is a big part of it, but it's so mental. So last year I broke my hand, which I never even said anything about, but I broke my hand pretty bad. I went through about 6 months, 5 to 6 months, where I couldn't be in the gym, I couldn't work out, lift, anything like that. And I went through this time period where I was like, you know what? You want to slip into this state of comfort, basically. You're like, my hand's injured, and then you start stacking all these things on your life that you're just like, there's this. And it's so detrimental to your mental health. I snapped out of it though. I jumped into finding out all these new workout techniques, all this new stuff that I still incorporate now that my hand's healed, that was very beneficial. So you never want to close a door just because something happens. So discipline, very important. The way you eat as well. Number two is the burnout. It's really humanly, it's very natural to burn out on something. You get used to doing something for so long, it's over and over again. You're just like, oh, same thing over and over. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's to be aware. And being aware of that is huge, because if you're aware of it, that means that you can work to change it, and it won't impact you as much as if it goes ignored. So your mindset is, you still got to keep doing what you're doing, whether you feel like it or not. And shutting down ends up working against your career, your finances, and what you've put all this work in for. It also affects people around you, your friends, your relationships. If you have kids, it will affect your relationships with them. You've got to keep a clear head and stay as positive as you possibly can be through all the ups and downs, because it will destroy any goals that you have in place and all the hard work that you put in. I mean, you don't want to just throw it out the window. You did it for a reason. So set reminders. A big thing for me, a little tip that I use, I don't know if it would work for you, is I write a lot of things down in my notes on my phone, things I need to do. And then in my notes, what I end up doing is I'll go through and I'll have a list that I'll have for the day. And there's something therapeutic about putting a little green emoji check mark next to the things that I've completed. So I'll go down the list, and throughout my day, I put that right next to them. And it's this little sense of accomplishment. You may have heard this before, but small wins will lead to big wins. So it's these little small steps, and it will dig you out of a hole if you're in a hole. Mentally, physically, career, everything. It will really make a big difference. So just wanted to bring up today, I'm not immune to writer's block, creative block, not wanting to work, not wanting to go to the gym, not wanting to do all these things. The best thing that you possibly can do is get up in the morning, drink your coffee, put your shoes on, have a positive attitude, smile, thank God for being alive and your health, and walk out the door and positively impact people around you. Just felt like I needed to say that. Sometimes we all need to hear it, even including myself. See you guys.